And we are the Other People Show. I'm Adam.
And I'm Jake.
And we talk about just random things quite often.
We
talk about things to do with their lives is what we often talk about. What's been going on, man? Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was a really good Christmas. Got to hang out with some family and do a little bit of manual labor, working on the house a little bit. The little tiny house, but again, we don't want to give away too much on the tiny house until we do our big release.
I'm so excited. I mean, I know it's your all's tiny house, but I'm super excited about it.
You're going to be one of the first visitors to the tiny house.
I think the tiny house is going to be a character in a short film or something.
And it's got some really, really, really nice wooded area, and it's like all pine trees, so it looks like Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
That's cool.
Very cool. Really cool. Very cool.
But anyway, I don't like to talk too much about it. Yeah, how was your Christmas? You guys got snow.
Yeah, it was probably 6 to 8 inches of snow.
Dang.
And I was snowed in at my friend's house.
You got snowed in twice, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not saying where you got snowed in. I just say you got snowed in twice.
Sorry. Yeah, I was snowed in, but I was just kidding when I said shh. But it was. I don't know how many people out there have actually been snowed in before, but I don't mind the snow. I don't like ice, and I don't like being. I don't like the feeling of knowing that you can't get out if you have to, being fined anytime. Not just, but this time it was a lot of fun. Cool. We watched some movies, had some good discussion. And
I love being snowed in.
Do you?
Oh, I love when the world stands still.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Like a few years, what was it, about 8-9 years ago, we got about 3 feet of snow, and it was nice because you just couldn't go anywhere for like a week.
Yeah.
So as long as you're ready, where I used to live, like where my dad lives, we lived out in the middle of nowhere, so we would lose electricity all the time.
Yeah.
But as long as once you lose electricity, you lose water. But when you live in a place where it's like you can like walk to a store or something, I don't mind it at all. I like it.
Now, I wouldn't mind if it were like when I lived up in DC and around Manassas area, several different places up there. I did live close enough where I could walk someplace. So that wasn't too bad. I guess it was about 2010, a heavy snow up there.
I think that was the year that we had the big one here.
Okay. I got stuck at work at the radio station. But the cool thing was they put us up. There was like a Holiday Inn not far from it. We just had to walk over the bridge, and they put us up there. So that wasn't too bad.
That's cool.
But being stranded out in the woods or something away from a lot of things, not too much fun.
You know? I like I completely lost my thought.
It's okay.
No idea what I was gonna say, but I like being stranded. Oh yeah, that's the difference between here, which I'm still in Virginia, and Detroit. Is like Detroit, I went there one day and we got like 2 feet of snow. Like I flew in, and then that night it started snowing, and I woke up in the morning, it's like 2 feet of snow.
Wow.
And by that evening, by the next morning, you're driving, you're doing whatever you want to do because they've like take care of all the roads. And even then there's still like snow, but like everybody just drives around. Like they just like life slows down for about a day.
Yeah.
But then it goes right back to normal again.
Right back to
Here,
normal.
You get 2 feet of snow. You're done for about 6 months.
Yeah, yeah.
There, nope.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking that I really have enjoyed doing the shows on the movies and this show as well. Now, where it looks like, as of now, if things continue the way, the radio portion of the show will be back in March.
All right.
So we will be, as of now, it's hopefully things will continue to go the way they've been going. And we'll do the show back, the radio show, that'll be Saturdays at 10 p.m. But we'll have this show and on the movies, and we'll have some sketches as well.
Are you excited to get back in the studio?
Yes. I, I, I really have missed it.
Hmm.
I mean, I love doing the shows that we've done, and we've done a lot of shows. We have done primarily, except for a few weeks, we've done 2 shows a week for almost 9 months, just about. We've missed, like, when I went crazy and had a mental breakdown, we kind of was stopped for a little while. But I will say this: and this can segue into some other things. Um, Now you have your head on your shoulders much better than I do, it seems,
Oh
or at
boy,
least at
that
least you
doesn't say
seem
much about you.
you, you seem to keep it together much better. But there have been celebrities from the past that haven't been able to keep it together so well.
Hmm.
So I know that you like Tom Hanks. Is there any other? And he's always straightforward, and
Okay,
he's a
I thought you were about to tell me something about Tom. I'm like,
no.
yeah,
I was
that's
saying
cool.
he does have. He shaved his head recently for a movie,
Oh.
and I just saw a clip of it the other day, and he had a hat on, and he was teasing maybe Jimmy Kimmel, like he was going like this, taking the hat off and putting it back on, but it's for some kind of a role.
Okay.
Uh, so that was kind of cool. But Tom Hanks is like that's who you would want to aspire to be. He handles the media right. He's a nice guy. He chooses good roles.
Mm-hmm.
He's not out doing even when he was younger, he wasn't doing some of the things that some of the stars do now. For example, Shia LaBeouf. Now I don't know if you know much about Shia LaBeouf, but he's one of the most intriguing characters. Like, take away his acting, but some of the stuff that he does. But he's recently being sued by his ex-girlfriend for I'm just going to say he's being sued right now for many things. People can look it up, but I've done some research on him, and he has had some trouble throughout the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
So when looking at a celebrity or someone in the public spotlight, do you often can you separate their personal life from what you enjoy, whether it's a sports figure, a musical icon, or an actor or actress? Can you separate the two? Or if they do something bad off screen, are you done with them?
Oh, it's hard. Okay, so I'm not one of those. I'm more of the I love the art more than I love the artist.
Yes.
So I'll say this, and I'm not trying to be like controversial or anything here, but like especially when it comes to um, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Now he's a very extreme case, very extreme. But his stuff is so funny, but I haven't been able to bring myself to watch a lot of it, like that himself show that he did a few years,
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
years ago. I think it was one of the funniest stand-up comedy routines I've ever seen in my entire life. But I haven't been able to bring myself to watch it now that I know more about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I'm not against it because again, art. I value the art over the artist,
Yeah.
but it makes it really difficult. Now, if the person's just an absolute jerk and they're known for like David O. Russell, just known for telling people off, it doesn't bother me that much. But when they do really, really, really bad stuff like that,
Very shady things.
it's very, very, very hard for me to put that aside,
Right.
to be able to enjoy it. So I don't know. I'm wrestling with that in my mind. But what
Have you
about
have you thought about this before? Is this something you've thought of?
yeah, because I have another guy. So there's this another comedian who got canceled earlier, I guess last year or this year,
Yeah.
and he was so funny. And then a bunch of stuff came out that he had done, and now I think the problem is now he's back, and I really want to watch some of his stuff. And he came out with like an apology video, which I'm like, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But then he just went right back to what he was doing, and he started making jokes about things that he was accused of, and even said that he was pretty much guilty of.
Louis C.K.?
No, it was a different guy. He,
Okay.
John Christ. You heard of John
I don't
Christ?
know him. I don't know
Okay.
him.
But like he starts making jokes about that, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
too soon, buddy. Like,
Right.
can you make jokes about something that like is not
Right.
something that you
were accused of.
did.
Yeah.
This is weird. So I'm struggling with that, but yeah.
I can separate it sometimes. For example, the Kevin Spacey thing.
Mm.
Um, Kevin Spacey, he's a great actor. The allegations or what he did doesn't take that fact away. Nothing can take that fact away.
Mm.
Do I agree with the things that he did? No. Um, but I can still watch his movies and separate it because I do, like you said, value the art over the person. Now, if it's horrendous, um, like for example, one of my friends was watching the Cosby Show last night,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess she didn't really have a problem with it, which is fine because we make a Cosby joke in one of the sketches we did.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of an off-colored joke. Did you watch? Did you watch the Thursday?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Near the end, I'll give it away. It's been out about a month, so if people want to go check it out, they can go to the other
You
people's
just
show.
blasted me. Go ahead.
That's okay. It was the one that it was the one that I was telling you that the third act suffers.
Oh, okay.
So I was battling. It's not one of the best things produced, but it is what it is. But we make a joke in there that that Aaron's wife puts something in his drink, and she tells Destiny and I that she's Cosby'd Aaron. Now, was that an off-color joke? Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit of a jab at Cosby, is what I was.
It was a big jab.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
don't know, like.
So okay, so I've been since we've been talking, I've been thinking about this. I think I could watch the Cosby Show because he's one member of a whole group.
Yeah.
And like Kevin Spacey, similar. Like I could watch some Kevin Spacey stuff because it's him. But watching Cosby stand up where it's all about just him.
Yeah.
And this other guy who's a comedian, just watching like his stand up. It's like 100% of my focus is on that one person. With the Cosby Show, you've got all these great characters.
You got Rudy, you got Theo, you got his wife,
And he's just one of the. I mean, he's the center of them all. But I could probably watch that. I haven't, just because I don't typically watch the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
But I could probably watch that because because he's not the only one.
Right.
But I think it's a little bit easier when they're on a show or a movie than it would be if they were, because then it's it's all these other people like Theo and all of them, Raven Simone, who they're like they're good people. So why would I not watch that show and not support them? Right. Because they didn't know what was going on, right. So it's not their fault.
Now some of it has taken me like. There's been, and I'm not downplaying anyone's allegations, they all should be heard, but some allegations for some people have been proven not true, but yet the public still doesn't want to, social media, I guess, doesn't want to believe the truth, which it's a hard pill to swallow. Like, the truth is out here, you can read the facts, but yet on social media, they just want, to continue to feed into untruth. Basically.
I think that's the other thing too, is it's like we live in a system where, and this is, I'm not giving an answer to this. I'm not saying how I feel about this. I'm just pointing out that we live in a system that is innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
But we're proving people guilty without evidence to prove them guilty. Now, the ones that come out and say, I did it, it's like, okay, that's guilt. Like, you've proven that you're guilty. Even if you don't go to court over it, you've proven that you're guilty. But I feel like there just has to be some kind of level of, I don't know, something there.
There's got to be some kind of line drawn to be like, we can't cancel these people until the facts come in.
Yeah.
And they prove, because there's been quite a few people that's been canceled, and there's been no substantial proof at all. James Franco's been canceled. Woody Allen's been canceled. So in America anyway. It looks like Shia LaBeouf is going to be canceled. But if you go through and look at some of his stuff, look at some of Shia LaBeouf's performance art, He went to like the Berlin Film Festival with tuxedo. He was promoting a movie with a bag on his head that said "I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
more" written on it as a
Mm-hmm.
performance art piece. He rented a little studio, like a little art studio for people to come in and just. He had props from his movies on the table, and he was just sitting in there. So he does some weird things.
Wait, where does that come from? I do you know much about his background, or like where he's? Was he a
Now,
child actor?
he was a child actor. He wrote it. So this is interesting. There's a movie called Honey Boy, and it came out 2019. Shia LaBeouf wrote the movie, and he plays his dad in the movie. But the movie is kind of autobiographical, talking about his childhood as an actor up until I guess 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason the movie even came about, he said that he was in some kind of a mental institution, and one of the exercises was to write out something, and he started working on this piece, and he said he never wrote it to actually turn into a movie, but then it actually did turn into a movie. His dad was abusive, and growing up, and was involved in alcohol and things like that, and I think a lot of the problems that he has been alcohol related. So
Gotcha.
but yeah, read the synopsis of Honey Boy for how it came to be, and that's pretty interesting. But Shia LaBeouf, I didn't like him for the longest time, as far as like acting wise. And then there's a movie I often cite called it's called The Necessary Death of Charlie Countryman, and I posted a poster of it a few days ago. No one liked the picture because no one's seen the movie, but it's a really good performance. And the movie was actually booed at Cannes Film Festival before the recut. So
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Why? Did they say why?
I've not really been able to. They said it was just kind of uneven, self-indulgent. Um,
Oh,
but I really do like the movie, and I like everything. It's a little slow at some points, but other than that, I've enjoyed it. But Shia, he's a very interesting case, and also Johnny Depp has been canceled basically.
oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Johnny Depp he was basically asked by Warner Brothers to step down from the role in Fantastic Beasts, whatever movie he's doing now, and
Oh,
he was found liable, I guess, for abuse allegations in the United Kingdom. With that woman he was married to, Amber Heard, I think,
yeah.
and I think he's slowly being canceled. So
Interesting.
I never
Yeah,
would
I
have
didn't know
thought
about that.
I never would thought that Johnny Depp would ever be canceled. They're doing a reboot of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies without him.
Mm,
He's got a movie about the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac that's never been released because of this.
really?
So yeah, I think Johnny Depp is on his way out.
Yeah, I was looking at a reboot of. They're gonna do a Tim Burton's Beetlejuice Part Two.
Yeah, with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It is a good movie, and also Tim Burton was thinking about doing an Addams Family. I don't know if it was a movie or a show, and a lot of people petitioned to get Johnny Depp as Gomez Addams. But then,
Mm,
I think he would actually do a pretty decent job. But
yeah, definitely.
again, how many times have we seen Johnny Depp and Tim Burton? 10. I mean,
Many.
it doesn't bother me that they team up so much. That doesn't bother me at all. It bothers some people.
Well, see,
But it seems like we get almost the same thing.
there's such a hit or miss, in my opinion.
They really are. They truly are.
And when they hit, they crush it.
They knock it out. Yeah.
When they miss big. Like
They whiff.
you really do. Like Edward Scissorhands, I think is like ridiculously good.
We technically could have done that one for a Christmas movie because
Oh, that would have been a good
telling the
one.
kid the story,
Of,
but it's Christmas time because there's a tree there.
yeah.
I didn't think about it until after this was over, but yeah, that would have been a good one. Maybe
You know,
next year.
I'm looking at the films that they've worked on together. Edward Scissorhands really good. Okay, these are all in my opinion, obviously. Ed Wood. You've seen Ed Wood.
I've seen Ed Wood.
Is it good?
It's long, but it's good. It's well acted.
Okay.
I've probably seen it 5 or 6 times. I have it actually on DVD.
Sleepy Hollow, was not a fan of that.
It was too long and kind of boring.
Yeah. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was not a fan of that. It was okay, but you're comparing it to the original, which is just
You can't outdo it.
yeah. And then Alice in Wonderland had good music. Sweeney Todd, couldn't get into
Only watched
that.
Sweeney Todd once, just one time.
Yeah,
See, I went
really?
to Sweeney Todd. I didn't know it was a musical.
Oh, really?
When he started belting out tunes, I was like, "What's this? This is not what I expected."
I
had
hated it because it didn't rhyme.
Yeah, I had zero idea.
Nothing rhymed. And I was like, I was so tired of hearing them sing, and I was only like 3 minutes into the movie. I was like, oh boy, this is bad. This is so bad.
Yeah.
So, man, I think they've missed a lot more than they've hit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is Catherine O'Hara coming back for Beetlejuice?
I would say so because she's probably in high demand after Schitt's Creek.
Mm-hmm. Jeffrey Jones is gone right now, isn't he?
He's canceled.
Yeah, he did some stuff. But Catherine O'Hara, she's available.
Yeah.
And Winona Ryder, her career is about as good as it's ever been.
Yeah. Because she's on Stranger Things right now?
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you watched Stranger Things?
Winona Ryder was married to Johnny Depp. Oh no, they were partners. They were together. They weren't.
Yeah,
married.
when they were young. When they were young.
Have I watched Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Big fan.
See, my problem is, and I've stated this multiple times, it's so difficult for the most part for me to watch a show, unless it's a standalone show.
To get a whole series.
Yeah. It's really difficult for me to do that. I've got a couple of shows I've started on, and I just haven't been able to finish because I don't have anybody to finish them with. Game of Thrones. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
I've only seen like one episode. I wasn't a big fan.
I've watched about 8 episodes of the first season. It's one of the most difficult to understand shows because there's so many characters.
Yeah.
But it's typically, I don't gravitate toward that kind of genre or
That's
that
kind of
that
kind of fits in with the epic thing that we were talking about earlier. That's very epic.
Very epic. I got to be honest, and I've always liked the smaller movies, even when I was a kid. I mean, even when I was a kid, I liked very small, individual pieces of life.
That's why I like Stranger Things, even though it is kind of big, it feels small.
Yeah.
And then what's the another one that Alex watched that I watched with Christina Applegate?
Dead to Me.
Yeah, you watched that, didn't you?
I've watched season 1, and see, that's another one. Victoria and I were watching season 2, and then we've got about 3 episodes left.
Yeah, that was another one because that one feels kind of small.
Yeah,
like it's a very small story. It's not like the whole world is changing because of this thing. It's only changing for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, these big epics. I'm trying to think if I've watched any like other of these big shows. I didn't watch the Queen's Gambit. Is that what it's called?
Now I've watched a few episodes of that, and originally it wasn't what I would have never chosen these shows on my own, but I was watching them, and it was done well. I was impressed. Now, did I finish it? No.
What is there a show that you've seen every episode of, or
6 Feet Under?
Okay.
Saved by the Bell. California. Nope, not Californication because I didn't finish the last season.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say California Dreamin'.
That was a show as well.
I've seen that one.
I've seen it, but I've not seen all of them. I think that's the only 2 shows I've seen. iZombie. Victoria and I watched that one.
I don't know that one.
Seinfeld. I've watched every episode of Seinfeld, but I didn't watch them in order or when they came out. I just went back throughout the years. That's probably it. Probably maybe the Tom Green Show. If that counts as a show, like his original MTV show.
Yeah.
So
But that only had what, 2 seasons?
yeah.
Have
Now,
you seen every episode of the Ben Stiller show?
well, yes, I've
Okay.
seen that too. Yeah,
Because that's one
Yeah.
season, isn't it?
13 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Speaking of Tom Green, before you have to go, check him out on Instagram because he's going across the country in a van, just living off the land. He's making videos, making like hip hop beats, doing all this stuff as he's driving across the country. He's got like a studio in this, like a camper that he made.
Oh,
Or that
dang.
so he's like traveling across. He's got like a cowboy hat half the time. His hair's long.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he was in Texas maybe the week before last.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good looking pizza on his Instagram.
Yeah,
too.
he made that. He said he made that. So
gosh. I gotta follow him.
yeah, I did. I started following him a little while back too.
Which way is he headed? West or east?
I think he's headed east.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's headed east, unless he's going like just north and south, like in Midwest.
We should ask him where he's headed and see if you can get him down into your area.
I should be able to. I should try that. Now, too bad we can't message Andy Dick to come on down.
I know. Where's he? Have you heard from him lately?
No, I need to send. I've got a new number since I last messaged him, but he said he had a new phone. I saw he tweeted that out, so I need to just send him my new number.
Yeah.
And see if I can get him in.
He hasn't been on the gram lately.
No, he's not done much. He's not done much at all.
Yeah.
So, well, 5:35, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
So
got these big New Year's plans. What's your plan for New Year's?
Well, it's interesting that you asked that, my friend. So, I went in today at work and I told them that, there were many, many plans that I had. I was asked to hang out with a couple of different people, and I had decided, I'd already knew what I was going to do, but then those plans have abruptly fallen through. So now what I'm probably going to do is this is going to be so magnificent. I'm going to clean, and I might actually go on live later tonight.
Are you going to do it at midnight?
Yeah, I might do it at midnight.
Nice. You should. Yeah. I think you definitely should. That's what I was going to recommend. I was like, you got to do a turnover show.
Yeah, because that's not been done yet, and I still want to do the 24-hour show.
Oh, we need to put that on a calendar.
Yeah. I think that'll be something to look forward to and something that'll be fun. Also, there's going to be a guest host. I won't be here sometime in the future. I'm not sure exactly when, but there'll be a guest host doing the show with you.
Oh boy!
So I'll have to introduce you all when.
Better not be your brother.
No, it's not going to be my brother. It'll be. I'll let you meet him. I'll let you meet him when he gets closer to the time.
Okay.
But I looked him up on Amazon last night. So.
Okay.
It'll be interesting and fun, I think, for the audience as well.
For the 24-hour show, we should do On the Movies live while we're watching the movie.
That'll be good.
That'd be a good way to fill up we can pick an epic.
Yes.
we could do like a 3-hour show.
Yeah. That'll be only 21 hours to go.
There you go. It'd be easy to fill that up.
Yeah.
You can just find a few people. You got it.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. I got to peace out of here.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Adam.
I'm Jake.
We are the other people.
Happy New Year.
New Year. Bye, man.
See you.